Good morning, everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm wearing my new Harley shirt and my new Harley hat. I had to get a new one. Other one had been destroyed. We're gonna be heading out of Tulsa today. I'm on the bike today. I'm riding solo today. Diana's back in the RV. She's had enough of my shenanigans. No. When you're on foot or on bike, you can see stuff that I normally probably would not stop at. Like this amazing picture, sculpture, welcome sign, whatever you call it, huge Route 66, welcome to Tulsa sign. We're right into the sun, trying to beat the heat. But look at that, guys. This is a roundabout here in Tulsa. It says Route 66 in Tulsa. It looks cooler on the other side without the sun, but then the 66 is backward on the other side. So we're gonna be riding Route 66 out of Tulsa, actually east, but we can't go too far because the bus is in West Tulsa. Got a fun day planned today, guys. Thanks for being with me. I will be uploading this video when I get back with my Starlink Trio flat mount on the trailer, guys. It has been such a blessing on the road, not having to worry about setting up Starlink anymore. It's always ready to go. We always have internet. It's always plugged in. They have so many great mounts. Check out the video description below. There's lots of different mounting options for different surfaces. I love my Trio flat mount. It has definitely made internet on the road so much easier. All right, let's head east. Today is also the hottest of all of our days in Tulsa today. It's going to be 96, but with the humidity, it's going to feel like 105. And it is what it is, guys. I'm not wearing my vest. I'm not wearing even my half-face helmet. I stay hydrated. I've got sunscreen. I'm just doing what I can to survive at this point. Oklahoma does not require helmets. Never done this before, but trying something new, right? I'll be careful, blah, blah, blah. Don't do what I do. How you doing, guys?
Hello. Hey.
Hi. That wasn't a bad ride, though. I was listening to tunes. I'm parked next to another ugly Stevenson here. Guess what, guys? 9 years. A lot changes in 9 years here in Catoosa. Catoosa. Look at this, guys. The Blue Whale. Brand new neon sign. Brand new gift store. Everything's cleaned up. Huge, big parking lot. What? Wow, like, this is really impressive. So I guess at night, that whole neon sign, I mean, you know what's funny about it? As cool as that is, I'm just gonna say it, the gift store, the neon Blue Whale there and everything almost dwarfs the actual attraction. I mean, am I not wrong? There's the attraction, and there's the gift store and neon sign. Nicely done, though, Catoosa, Oklahoma. That is beautiful. This wasn't even open to the public when it opened. This was actually part of their private little lake here, and they built this whale for the kids to enjoy. The city of Catoosa has meticulously maintained it, kept it open to the public as a free attraction. The iconic smiling whale there. They no longer allow you to swim in this little lake pond, but you could walk into the whale's mouth there, and you see the little slide right there. We're going to go inside in just a minute. You could slide into the water on both sides. Such a happy looking whale. Let's go walk into his mouth. I'm not wearing my travel Harley vest. It's just too warm for that. I actually do already have a blue whale of Catoosa patch on that. So, all right, buddy. We're going in your mouth. Under your teeth here. That's what it looks like, guys. That's what it looks like. So this is one of the old slides where you could slide right into the water out the side of the whale. There's what the slide looks like on the outside. I don't think the water actually looks that bad. And then there's a little ladder to get back up from the water when you're done swimming. They have also recently redone the decking inside here. This is that waterproof decking planks. And then here's the tail. And another ladder to get up out of the water right there. It's kind of a must stop on Route 66, guys. Even if it's just kind of a quirky little attraction, you gotta stop and go inside the blue whale. Now we'll exit the whale's mouth now, and of course you exit into the new gift store up here. Which I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about that air conditioning in there. I mean souvenirs in there. Diana's not with me, but if I see a pin, I may go get a pin. Catoosa actually has their own version of the signs that tell you where everything is. The Blue Swallow Motel there, 506 miles west, Pontiac, Illinois, 604 miles to the east. All right, let's go find the front entrance of the gift store here. It's actually not very clear where the entrance is, but I assume this is a door? Yeah, this is a little side door here that we can go in. And we're inside. Oh, it's awesome, guys. I could just sit in here all day. I don't have any pennies or quarters. I'm gonna have to break some bills, see if they got some pennies. You have to get a blue whale pressed penny. And the gift store. Good morning. With everything blue whale of Catoosa. And dare I say, that patch might even be better than the one I have. I don't need another patch. I do need a magnet. And they do not disappoint with the magnets, guys. Look at that, rubber magnets, $6. Gotta have it. They did have pennies and quarters in the gift store as change. And on the way out, I also found a pin for Diana for her massive pin collection. Oh, I didn't get enough. It's $1 per pressed penny here. I might only get 2, but I'm gonna get the 2 that I like the most. Yep, so I got that one. Great. Well, at least I got my 2 favorites. I got the 2 blue whales kissing. All right, I feel good. I like what they've done with the place. There's no cold sodas in there. There's no Route 66 cola. There's no snacks or anything in there. I'm going to continue on even a little bit farther east, guys. Just going to jam to some tunes and get my riding on and go see if there's anything else interesting on old Route 66 today. Speaking of interesting, it didn't take long as I'm driving this very old bridge that I later found out was built in 1936, 10 years after Route 66 opened. This one might have been decommissioned. As I got to the end, I saw half of it was closed and didn't even know if I was allowed to ride on it, but hey, it's better to ask forgiveness than permission sometimes, right? Now, if this one hurts your brain like it hurts my brain, it's 2 bridges. But we all know how bridges work. Bridges are for driving over water. In this circumstance, you drive between the 2 bridges. It's just someone's interesting idea, art, to preserve an old bridge here. That's Route 66 right there. So what they did is they took an old bridge and they split it in half, the trusses, put one in the grass on this side and one on the grass on this side, and you drive between the bridges. Something about that just really hurts my brain, but either way, thank you for the effort. Yeah, you drive between the bridges because that's the way they want you to do it. There's a plaque over here. It's an old bridge. I believe it's a part of a 1957 bridge called the Bird Creek Bridge. Excuse me, 1937 is the age of the actual bridge that was torn down here on Route 66. And in 1957, they cut these two trusses in half and decided to put them here in the park where you drive through them, in between them. I feel like it would have been, maybe they didn't have enough room. Yeah, I'll bet they couldn't have put this one on that end because it would have, okay, now I'm starting to maybe understand how they miscalculated that and decided it, but they could have just put one right here and then put the other one somewhere else. Don't know. That's cool though. We're gonna get, where's the shade? Where's the shade in Oklahoma? Doesn't help, it's still hot in the shade. Next, we're gonna get on the bike and we're gonna turn back west. Gonna find a quirky place in Tulsa to eat, and then maybe even head past where we're camping and go explore the town of Sapulpa, Oklahoma, okay? All right, boy, I'm gonna sweat today, guys, huh? All right, I think I found a spot, guys. Route 66, going east and west right here. Route 66 brick right there. And tallies on Route 66 with some neon signage on the front. Neon signage there too. Look at that. Homemade food, tallies, good food cafe on historic Route 66. Oh, this is great. Look at this place. I think I'm gonna sit up at the bar. Oh, look at this classic 50s menu here. I love it. And it says Route 66 right there. Don't forget, take a shot or a drink every time Nomadic Fanatic says Route 66. No, don't do that, you'll get hammered. Wow, I'm really impressed with their prices. Look, a cheeseburger and fries for $10.95. I would say the average price on Route 66 is probably closer to $16 to $18 for a regular burger and fries. So, yeah. The restaurant goes all the way back there. Look at those cinnamon rolls right there. That is redonkulous. And the kitchen has the neon sign that says Tally's Cafe with the hot rod 50s car. And my cheeseburger and fries are here. Heck yeah, I needed that. And the AC. I know, I go on up. Also take a shot every time Eric says I need AC or it's hot. All right, next stop, get through Tulsa again, and we're off to Sapulpa. Could really go for a nice cold Route 66 cola right now. Maybe they got one. I've never been here. Another new attraction for me on Route 66. Gasoline Alley here. A converted, I think it's a service station, like garage. Does have some pretty cool neon up there for Gasoline Alley. I don't know if the town of Sapulpa put this here or if Gasoline Alley did it, but it's an old Coca-Cola icebox turned flower bed. Nicely done, guys. Well, let's go see what this is. Oh, there is a sign here. Route 66 attraction. Built in 1917 by Leachman and Wilton Witt. The Sapulpa Motor Company assembled and sold Ford Model T cars and trucks. Wow. And it officially opened as Gasoline Alley, what it is today, in 2002. Okay. Yeah, there's the 1926 Ford Model T, the year Route 66 was established. This was the car to drive 100 years ago on this route. Gorgeous. Wow. I went straight for the magnet board, guys, and this is going to be really difficult for me to do this. Look at the car door there. Here's the roller mat. You go under the car. This says gas. That's probably going to be the one I like, but I also really like the rusty muffler magnet. I mean, I've just begun, and I gotta say, they probably have the absolute best magnets Might be this one because mine had the red top on it, the one I had. No, this one doesn't say Gasoline Alley. So no, never mind. It does have to be this magnet. Look, they even sell quart-size oil cans for $15. You can buy Phillips 66 motor oil and STP motor oil. I love that. There's another cool door. It says, "In rust, we trust." Wow. Teresa, nice to meet you, Teresa.
Yeah. The building started as the Pulp Motor Company in 1917, and they assembled and sold the Model T cars and trucks here, unbeknownst to us when we bought the building. But the Historical Museum brought us this picture, and
so cool.
the other black and white across the room. The train tracks right there, that's where the train depot was. That's how they got the Model T crates to the back of the building. They assembled them in the back, and they came down the hallway there, out the double doors, onto the showroom here where they sold them.
Do you know what year they stopped manufacturing?
26 is how long we think that it went to, yes.
Very cool.
And so now we have a 26 Model T on the floor, very similar to the one there in the picture.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, Teresa.
Thank you. Well, we have all of Route 66
I
on
see
the
that.
floor,
I see that. You got the whole map.
streets outlined, and a 10-foot Route 66 shield there,
Nice.
and above you. So when we blew up the ceilings, we found the original rafters.
Oh,
and
man.
my husband, who was a picker before there was a show about a picker, said, "I'll just hang pedal cars and other automobilia for people to look at above the rafters." The pumps on the floor are from his grandfather's Sinclair station in his small hometown in Missouri.
In Missouri. Okay.
Yeah. Close to Gay Parita and
Okay.
Spencer Station.
Okay. I'm going the opposite way, so I haven't hit that way yet.
Okay. There's our guest book at the Travel Center. The other thing we're known for is our restroom decor. Our restrooms are featured in Automobile Magazine.
Okay, I will definitely check out the restrooms too.
Okay. So we have our logo, our family name,
Love it.
and headlamps from a 30s vehicle. This is the
those are
one
cool.
that was featured in Automobile Magazine. The light will come on.
Wow.
So in here you've got your 8 individual state shields and the Get Your Kicks on the
Got
floor.
all 8 on there, yeah.
Yeah, and then the toilet.
Is that vinyl wrapped?
Yes.
I
you got
love
it.
it.
First thing, yes.
Oh, that's
so you
great.
got our logo.
Yeah, Gasoline Alley.
You have a special effect there.
That's great.
Over here you've got a car door handle, gas pump nozzle, oil
Wow.
can, radiator mirror, gas station paper towel holder.
Nobody's got anything like this.
Shiplap
That's
that was in
fun.
a different part of the building that we thought looked great with all the rest of the decor. The lamps, again, from the building, back in the building into a different way.
That worked great.
And then above you, if you get stuck on a rusty toilet, we got a block and tackle to help you get
Goes all the way up
But
there,
we do
too.
have a 10-ton weight limit, so we haven't had any calls of distress yet.
Love it. That is
Okay,
awesome.
We got a second. The fun doesn't stop here. It continues. So he always knew he wanted to make a sink out of his bathtub. So you turn the bathtub knob and the water comes out of the oil can into the Coca-Cola cooler.
Beautiful.
And with it and the Noble Oil Red Pegasus, we have to have a rusty red toilet.
It fits.
His dad also worked at Dayco in Springfield, Missouri, where those belts were made.
Huh. Wow. And these are hand-painted old signs, service signs here.
Yeah. And flammable above the toilet, of course.
And look, there's a creeper on the wall, just like the magnet.
Uh-huh.
Love it. Very impressed with those bathrooms. Actually, the bathroom might be the highlight. Do not miss a chance to get a tour of those bathrooms, guys. I'm gonna get my magnet and a cola, and then I'm gonna sit in here and wait for it to cool down outside. It's not going to. Oh, I got riding beard again. It keeps fluffing out on me. And I'm still sweating. I'm half surprised that the AC works as well as it does in here because they removed and exposed all the rafters in here and they just got a bunch of fans. But, I mean, it works. It works. Jeez, look at all the neat Harley Davidson stuff. It's a gas tank with nozzles and a light switch to turn on and off the lamp. That is a one-of-a-kind cool piece of artwork. And the 100 years 66 in chain. The gas pump there with the light, 139. Custom made right here at Gasoline Alley. It's really cool. The air intake there with the throttle body. It's really cool, actually. Oh, I'm so happy. They have cold Route 66 cola for $2.99. And then the Model T, just art, just sitting here on a stand with the headlights working, turned on to give you some lights. Let's see here. I'm gonna guess 3,000, 1,500. It's also got the Kansas rusty plate there. Fun day out exploring. Definitely warm. These are some of the warmest, hottest, riding, humid days of my life, and now I'm standing in front of the grill making burgers. Came back and Diana and I weren't ready. Like, okay, stick around to the end of the video. I collect Mickey stuff, Harley stuff, and collectible camel Cool Joe stuff. Well, today, officially, I have a new thing I'm collecting, and it escalated quickly today. Well, as much that I could fit into the saddlebags. We went out and went to a flea market, and that was fun. And now, since Diana always cooks for me, I'm gonna brave the heat. I can actually stand underneath part of our little awning here. Check the meat. We don't get to grill burgers too often. Yeah, those are ready to flip. Use my, oh boy, Mickey Mouse flipper there. So yeah, I'm gonna make cheeseburgers today. And then, well, again, I've been showing you all this wonderful weather here in Oklahoma. Something is happening tonight. There is not a cloud in the sky, and yet we have severe thunderstorms warning starting at 8 p.m. Before it's even dark, it might even start. And Ryan Hall hasn't decided if he's going live tonight to cover tornado outbreaks. Yeah, severe weather and tornadoes are coming. So for 8 p.m., I got to put the barbecue away, the picnic table, the awning, the chairs got to go back away. The motorcycle, I had to pull the whole bus forward. And right now, I've actually got the septic sewer hose connected. Although all the valves are closed, I don't want to have to pull that up right now. So I think I'm just going to cover the bike. And then before we leave tomorrow morning, we'll move forward and I'll put it in there. Yeah, it might be quite the show tonight, or nothing might happen. You never know. But I gotta get the cheese. I'm gonna grill up the cheeseburgers. Oh, and inside, to go with those cheeseburgers, hi kitties, hi Gizmo. Oh, did a fly get in? Dang it, I let a fly in, sorry. Doing some potato wedges in the air fryer there, so that'll pair nicely with our cheeseburgers out there. How you holding up, Opie? I know, it's warm. I don't know why you guys are up front. Up front is the warmest because of the windshield. I got pretty much everything taken care of outside. It is incredibly hot and humid here in Oklahoma. And every time I step out, I wonder if the camera's going to do it. No, it's not fogging up. No, it is fogging up a little bit, but I got everything pretty much put away out here. I got the bike covered. Yeah, it's hard to even see out here right now. It's so humid and hot. And I just got to put away a few more things here. I'm topping off the water. That's how you fill the water from down below that compartment. And then we should be good. Yeah, now you can see the humidity. See? That's like every time it's just like Mississippi, really. Oklahoma is identical to Mississippi as far as the heat and humidity. It feels like 130 degrees outside. I'm not even kidding. It's miserable. Hi, Tara. Up here on the counter, I haven't shown you guys this yet. Yeah, just started making ice cubes. I got one of these countertop ice cube makers because we like to use ice. Diana likes her cold drinks mixed. I like to do iced coffee. I also like iced water. I drink a big glass of iced water. And this thing makes ice like crazy. It makes 9 of those cubes every 9 minutes, I think. And it's just automatic. I just got to keep feeding it cold water. So up in the freezer. It's good to do this while we're parked for the day. I got this bag completely full. I'm going to do 3 big, those freezer-sized bags full of ice and just kind of get caught up today on ice so that we have ice for the road tomorrow when we leave. Yep. And then for my new collection, I can't blame Diana for this one at all because even this one surprised her when I all of a sudden showed an interest in something that, maybe I used to collect them. I know I used to collect cassette tapes. I had a massive cassette tape collection that I did not actually use. It was more about the collecting. But nowadays, it's more about finding something I can actually use and appreciate, both on the road and, you know, just have to wait and see how big this really gets. Yeah, it was an indoor, air-conditioned flea market, and we were looking at, like, books and DVDs and video games and Blu-rays and stuff, and then we came across VHS tapes. Like, I don't even own a VCR right now. You can easily find them on eBay for 30 bucks, or you can even buy brand new ones on Amazon. But yeah, they had $1 VHS tapes, and guys, they had some titles that was like, well, we're gonna watch these. I'm gonna get a VCR and we're gonna watch these. But also, to me, it's more about the physical thing. Like, remember when I was collecting N64 games? And it wasn't just the cartridge games. It was the physical box, the colorful box, and the way you get to display them in the living room. Now look, I am not going to be stuck in a bus for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be living on the road with all of my stuff in storage for the rest of my life. At some point in the future, I'm going to have a nice room to show my collectibles and to showcase and protect stuff like this. I got quite a few VHS tapes, and I opened every single one of them and looked at them to make sure that they are legit, the actual movies, and they're all in mint condition. I checked the tape on top and everything. They've all been rewound, so everybody was kind and rewinded them before putting them back away. I got 14 today, guys. I spent 14 bucks on 14 movies. Look at this, guys. Tombstone, E.T., Hang 'em High with Clint Eastwood, Liar Liar, Jim Carrey, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the original with Robert Redford, A River Runs Through It, Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger, True Grit, the original, Grease, Forrest Gump. This is the updated version that is one VHS tape, not the original from 1994. This is the remake from Paramount where they fit it on one VHS tape. Apollo 13, Primal Fear, The Perfect Storm, and As Good as It Gets. That is the start of I'll watch this 5 years from now when Diane and I have 5,000 VHSs in the living room, and I'll look back and say, where did it all start? Well, there you go. It started in Oklahoma, okay? Now, just like our vinyl collection that has been growing on the road as well, they need to stay out of the heat, so they will remain in the bus. And we're going to keep an eye on a VHS player from like a Goodwill or a Salvation Army or other thrift store, a yard sale or something. It's not important that I get it on this particular trip, but there we go, guys. I got a new collection hobby, and you know, it's not even that much about what you physically have in your hand. It's all about the hunt. It's about the search. It's about the fun you have. You know, we must have walked around for an hour and a half just looking at everything, holding stuff and putting stuff back, and for a second there, I wasn't going to get anything until I got to one booth that had mint condition $1 VHSs. I mean, yeah, those are great for rainy days. Speaking of, does your phone still say 10? Yeah, it said 8, and now I think they moved it to 10. We might not see the storms, but I still got to get everything put away. We're going to get some thunderstorms. We know that. We don't know about hail. We don't know about tornadoes. Ryan Hall is still not gone live today as we're filming this, so we'll just keep an eye on things, and I'll get back to you in a little bit, guys. So, never mind, Ryan Hall is live. I just tuned over. I guess he went live sometime in the last 30 minutes here. So this is what's going on today. As we're filming this live, you got Washington, D.C. with a little bit of orange, and right where we're at, Tulsa, Oklahoma is right here in the middle of the orange enhanced risk for extreme weather, which could be anything from hail to high 80-mile-an-hour winds, thunderstorms, tornadoes possible. We shall see. We're going to keep a close eye on everything. So, little update here. Ryan Hall just lost power while doing his live stream in Pikeville, Kentucky. His backup generator and Starlink is keeping the stream going, but that little blip right there and that little tiny thing just knocked out power. We're still 40 minutes away from the storm hitting us here in Tulsa. That's funny. Huh. Here it comes, guys. It's wild how quickly things change in the sky. Look at this. That almost just looks evil. And we got the wind coming. Everything's put away except the bike, because I mean I would have had to have pulled the bus would have had to completely come out and move this. It's, you know what? It's really windy. I'm gonna go inside actually.
And yeah, this is slowly but surely getting close to Tulsa. You guys ready in Tulsa?
We're ready.
Where's my Tulsa people at?
We're right here. We're watching.
Yeah, in Tulsa.
It's right on the edge of us. We're getting it. Look what Diana does for storm preparation.
I'm gonna have a show.
She makes with popcorn. You put salt in it? Okay. Let's go check out the storm right here. We're right on the edge. Getting lots and lots of rain right now so far. I don't see any lightning. I don't see any thunder. And thank goodness, no hail. Yeah, there was lightning. There we go. Oh, Lord, she coming from that direction right there where that flash just hit right there. I really hope my Harley cover stays there. Yeah, we're gonna get it right now. Woo! Yeah! We should go outside in our skivvies and our iPhones, beat storm chasers here in Tulsa. And now we have lost internet as well. We still have power, but we just lost Starlink. Darn it. Huh. Jeez, you're loud over there, Diana. What's going on over here? Oh, yeah! Smells like a frickin' movie theater in here. Our own AMC movie theater. Delicious. Oh, my Lanta! Holy! That was here!
Yes, I saw it in the mirror.
Oh, my gosh!
It hit behind us.
Wow! Wow! I'm gonna go poop. Wow, Oklahoma! Jeez. That may have been the closest lightning strike of my life.
You probably. Oh, that'll be about on camera.
I think we should watch a really scary movie during a thunderstorm.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, we're just eating popcorn, watching the storms. Yeah. It's a real deal out here, though. When they say it's going to happen, it happens. What a show! I mean, the sky just does not stop lighting up. It's wild.
Car is driving.
Yeah. Well, we survived the storms last night. Matter of fact, the ground is miraculously all dried up except for the concrete slab underneath the bus. What a show. No tornadoes reported anywhere in the country last night. It was up to 56 severe weather thunderstorm warnings, which was the highest I think Ryan Hall had ever seen, just scattered everywhere in the country. So everybody got a show last night. It was interesting seeing all the lightning and thunder, and that's the closest I've ever been to a lightning strike in my life. Yeah, what a show. I've got the bike uncovered. We're gonna pack everything up, move the bus forward, put the bike back in with the biker bar, and prepare our next trip. We have to do laundry. We have to do laundry so bad that I'm gonna show you guys this because it's funny. I don't know what it is. I don't remember the last time we did laundry, but our basket in the shower is completely full. It's been full. I keep bagging up our dirty laundry. So in Trailer Swift over here, as you'll see, that bag is full of dirty laundry. That bag is full of dirty laundry. And Diana's entire portable pouch is full of dirty laundry. So we have a good 7 or 8 loads of laundry to do today. And so that's what we're gonna be working on. Nothing exciting for the channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out and let you know that we'll be back on the road heading into Kansas. In my next video. Hi, kitties. Look, they're all here. There's Gizmo, there's Tara, there's Chunks, there's Opie. All 4 babies are here greeting us. That's rare. That's very rare. Yang's back here in her cave somewhere. I don't see where she is. Can we find... There she is. I'm sorry. Did I wake you? You were in your cave. I gotta show all the babies. Okay, here, I'll put the cave back over you. Is that better? She knows we're leaving. Yeah, she knows we're doing something. It's okay, you just hang out in your cave. I'm also still making ice. Oh, just dropped right there. It's gonna put it into the reservoir here in a second. I try to keep it closed as much as possible so that it stays frozen, and then I bag this up. I'll show you how we're doing. Really stocking up. I'm actually going for 4 giant freezer bags full of ice. So there's 2 in the back. I'm working on this one right here. When that's full, I'll wrap up making ice and we should be good for a couple weeks. This thing has really been a blessing on the road. I got this when we were visiting Bob and Tam, and initially Diana wasn't into it. She wanted to do the ice cube trays, but this is so much easier to just make it at once, and then I put it back. I saved the box so that I can store that in the bottom underneath, and then if we only use it, you know, every 2 weeks, that's perfect to have ice. I love having ice. Terry, you good? Yeah, Daddy, I'm ready for Kansas. Me too, guys. I'm very ready for Kansas. Chunks? Yep. Gizmo? Yep, he's eating. Diana's over here editing. She's wrapped up like an Eskimo because she doesn't like the AC. But I gave her I gave her some fresh water and a foot spa over here. So she's definitely relaxing there, getting a good little foot spa time. We miss our hot tub. We do miss our hot tub.
Nice little treat.
Yes, it is a nice treat, especially when we have essentially unlimited water. I'm going to top off this morning and fill and dump the tanks one more time so that we are completely reset. And then once we do laundry, then we'll definitely be reset. Guys, be well. We'll see you in about 3 days from Kansas on Route 66. Bye, guys.